Good day everyone, my name is Crisel Bendo from BSc 1-2 and today I will discuss to you about radicalism and identity fusion theory. But before that, I will discuss to you the objectives of this lesson. Number 1 is learn what is radicalism and identity fusion theory. Number 2 is define the four principles of identity fusion theory. Number 3 is define the two main types of radicalism theory. And number 4 is radicalism and identity fusion theory disadvantage and advantages. Radicalism. Radicalism is a Latin word radix, which means root, gives the sense of a root and branch or fundamental approach to politics, rather than one that makes do and mend. Radical theorists tend to view criminal law as an instrument by which the powerful and affluent force the poor into patterns of behavior that preserve the status quo. One such view, the so-called peacemaking theory, is based on the premise that violence creates violence. Radicalism means a way of thinking and associated behavior model characterized by the fundamentalism, utopianism, and revolutionism. The proponent of radicalism theory is Karl Heinrich Marx. The term radicalism describes a political attitude with the purpose to change the present social order. During the time of Karl Marx, life was very dangerous to talk or write about your own opinion. Vladimir Lenin is a Russian revolutionary, politician, and political theorist. Lenin embraced revolutionary socialist politics. Che Guevara. Guevara's importance as a shared political reference offers a unique window on aspiration symbols and the desire for meaningful transnational solidarity. There are two main types of radicalism. Number 1 is social radicalism. Social radicalism is a person who favors extreme, fundamental change in existing institutions or political, social, or economic conditions. Political radicalism. Political radicalism denotes the intent to transform or replace the fundamental principles of a society or political system, often through social change, structural change, revolution, or radical reform. The process of adopting radical views is termed radicalization. Identity fusion theory is a psychological construct rooted in a social psychology and cognitive anthropology. Is a form of alignment with groups in which members experience a visceral sense of oneness with the group. The construct relies on distinction between the personal self, characteristics that make someone a unique person, such as height, age, or personality, and the social self, characteristics that align the person with various groups, such as common nationalities, interests, or motivations. The proponent of identity fusion theory are William B. Swan and Michael Burmester. The theory of identity fusion has received considerable attention for its ability to predict self-expressed willingness to sacrifice for one's group. The visceral feeling of oneness perpetuates the boundaries between individual and group identities, fostering close affinity between group members. There are four principles of identity fusion theory. Those are agentic personal self principle, identity synergy principle, relational ties principle, and irrevocability principle. Agentic personal self principle is when identity fused individuals became strongly aligned with a group. They are assumed to maintain an active agentic personal self even when the social self is activated. Identity synergy principle. The fact that the personal and social selves can be activated independently raises the possibility that they may combine synergistically to motivate pro-group behavior. Relational ties principle. The fusion approach assumes that strongly fused persons care not only about their collective ties to the group, but also their relationship about the members of the group. Irrevocability principle. The fusion approach assumes that once developed, fusion will remain largely stable over time. This stability persists even in varying situations. Identity fusion theory proposes that this is due to the strong emotion, beliefs, and intra-relationships experienced by the strongly fused individuals. The five examples of identity. Those are personality, social status, gender, ethnicity, and beliefs. And this is the end of my discussion. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something. Bye bye.